Okay, hello everyone, and today I'm going to show you how to make iced coffee with this cold brew coffee maker. It's a pitcher by Primula, and you can get these anywhere. They sell these on Amazon.com. I got this at TJ Maxx, but you can get this pretty much at any kitchen or home goods store. Amazon is a good place to start online. I believe Target also carries the Primula filter. And the nice thing about it is it doesn't take up too much space in the refrigerator. This is about the actual size. And unlike hot coffee, this iced cold brew coffee is 65% less acidic than hot coffee. It's not the same as taking hot coffee from your coffee maker from the morning before or later that afternoon if you had the morning up and pouring it over ice. You don't get the same effect. It's going to still be just as acidic. So this filters out some of that acidic taste. And it's really easy to make this, and one of the reasons I'm doing this demonstration is what it tells you to do on the box is a little bit different than what the pamphlet tells you to do. So what I would recommend if this is your first time using one of these pitchers is to start by making half. So it does make enough that will last in the refrigerator for 14 days. Now that's assuming that you're having 1 8-ounce cup of coffee a day. If you like to take a 16-ounce to a 24-ounce tumbler to work, and you do that on a daily basis, it might only last you a week. So just be aware that on average this lasts you 2 weeks, but that depends on if you're just having, your normal cup of coffee every day, which is typically 6 to 8 ounces. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the top off, and as you can see, there's a filter on the inside where you put the coffee. And here I have my coffee, and I'm going to put the coffee in the filter. Now it says to use about 14 tablespoons. That's if you're going to make a full pitcher of this. But I would recommend starting with about half of that, which would be about 6 or 7. So, you could even do 5, depending on how weak or strong you like your coffee. Obviously, you can make the tablespoons bigger, depending on if you like it really strong. So that's 2, 3, 4. I think I'm going to do 6. 5. 6. Okay, so that's about half. I guess you could do 7 or 8, depending on how you like it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill it up about up to here, just so I can try it out for the first time. Because if you've never had it and you're trying to get the strength of the coffee right, and you're trying to get the proportions of the coffee grounds right relative to the water, you want to test it out a few times, because like I said, it does last a long time. So if it doesn't come out to your desired strength and you've got a full pitcher of it, you might not be happy with it and you just wasted all that coffee. So I'm going to go ahead and pour some of this in. You want to make sure that the filter is securely in place, because when you take it out to dump it, it can move around a little bit. So I'm going to just make sure that it's in there tightly so that it doesn't move or go anywhere. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pour the water in the filter. Essentially, you're dampening the coffee. It's not going directly in the pitcher, it's just going in the filter. And then eventually what it's going to do is, as you can see, the coffee is already making its way to the pitcher. So from this amount, I've got about 1/4 of a pitcher of coffee here. So I'm going to add a little bit more. Okay, so it's slowly getting to half. And the less coffee you put in here, the more water you can add faster. So when you fill it all the way up, it's a little bit messier. When you fill this filter all the way to the top and then you add water, it pushes the coffee grounds down in there, but it can also make the coffee grinds move up a little bit, so it can make kind of a mess around the rim of the pitcher. So right now we have almost half. Now it's getting to be about halfway. I'm going to add just a little bit more, but if you look inside what's happening to the water, so it's pushing that water down in there. And and it's soaking up the grinds, and it's actually going through a system by which it makes it so it's less acidic, the way that the filter works with the pitcher. And then you would just leave it in there. I'm just going to add just a tiny bit more. And that's pretty much it, because I don't want to use the whole pitcher. I just want to do half to see how it's going to be. And then you can put the pitcher, you can put the lid on there. And the nice thing about this pitcher is you can set it to, what I have it set to now is it's just a black, you know, just not where the holes are. And then you can turn it around when you're ready to serve it, and you can see the little teeth there in the serving area. And now I'm going to put it back to make sure it's closed. And then what you want to do is you want to let this sit in the refrigerator for about 24 hours. So I have tried doing it for 12 hours, and it's almost as good, but I would say the longer you can keep it in the refrigerator, the better. Because it gives a more full-bodied flavor, and especially if you like your coffee rich and full-bodied, it's going to give you that that taste if the longer you brew it in the refrigerator. It's a great summertime drink. You can add sweetener to taste, sugar or honey or agave, whatever you like to make it a little bit sweeter if you prefer to have it sweetened. You can also add creamer or almond milk, whatever you add to your coffee if you like it with cream. But even then, you can still tell it's less acidic. So have at it and get ready to enjoy a nice, cold, refreshing cup of iced coffee with your Primula coffee filter. Thanks for watching.